What's up? What's up? What's up? What are you guys doing? Welcome to the Criminal Claws channel. My name is Sierra. I am the owner of Criminal Claws Nail Products. How are you? If you're new here, please subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what brought you here. All right, today we're doing Betty Boop nails. Look at these. Look at these. They're pretty damn cute for being shorties, right? Well, okay, so you guys know that I work, and I get tired of going into work looking crazy as hell, snapping off my nails. Oh, wait, look. Look, we got new brushes. Aren't they beautiful? These are our Magical Series brushes, and they're available now on criminalclaws.com. But anyways, I get tired of going into work looking crazy, so I decided this time we're going to do a set of shorties that I can actually wear into work and show off. I like being able to show off my nails personally. Sometimes most of the nails that I do just for YouTube and IG, which are long nails, and as soon as I'm done doing them, I clip them off. And I look crazy with just little, clipped off nails. Well, that's why we're doing this short set today. I want to be able to wear cute nails. All right, so we're going to get into this prep. You guys know I love this pumice stick. When I go in with a regular cuticle pusher, I don't always feel like the skin is releasing from the nail plate. With this pumice stick, I feel like not only is the skin releasing from the nail plate, I'm getting stuff up at the same time. All that dead skin and protein is coming up, and then the skin is honestly getting pushed back as far as it could possibly go. I never feel like with a regular metal cuticle pusher that the skin is actually getting pushed back as far as what it could be, but with the pumice stick, I feel like it actually releases that skin from the nail plate and pushes it back as far as it could possibly go. So that's one of the reasons that I truly, truly love it. And then going in with our cuticle bit, I always hold my bits parallel to my nail bed. I do not try to gouge them down into the nail. And this bit is perfect. It does not take I do not apply any pressure. All I'm doing is pushing it up under the cuticle area, which is that skin there. I'm pushing it under that just to make sure that the area is released from the nail plate and pushing it back. And then I also sit there and just rub it gently across the top of the nail, and it will flick up any of the dead skin there. It does not take much effort at all. That's what's great about using good tools, is that you don't use much pressure. The tools do most of the work for you. You shouldn't have to do much work. And then it's going to be the same with our mandrel bit. So with this, I am literally holding it parallel to the nail bed and just pushing up at the skin so that I can still push that skin back. Literally every step in my prep routine includes pushing that skin back. So applying the tips, I just do my best. In all honesty, I do my best. I don't compare my fingers to each other. I compare the tips to each other. So here I'm just holding my thumb out as straight as possible and applying this tip. This one does not coincide with the rest of them. It doesn't. I just do my best to get the thumb as straight as possible. And then with the 4 fingers, once I apply one tip, and I like the way the tip looks, once it's applied, all the other tips get applied compared to that tip. I do not look at my fingers. I want all the nails to be straight together. My fingers can be crooked, but the damn nails are gonna be straight. So I make sure that I compare nail tip to nail tip, not fingernail to fingernail or finger to finger, just nail tip to nail tip. They all run parallel together. And then, of course, we go in and we chop off whatever we're not using, which these are some shorties. So, wow. Yeah, that was a lot of waste. I hate that. I hate wasting. But when I do almond shape, I go in at the edges first and I just bring it in. I hold my file at a 45-degree angle under, and I just bring the sides in to the center line of the nail. I imagine this line going up through my nail bed and out the tip. And wherever that center line is where I am going to stop filing once I reach that. And this is a pretty fast process when it comes to almond nails. So please don't overfile. File a little and then look. File a little and then look. But always keep that center line of the nail in mind, and it should be not too hard. I won't say that it's easy at first, because I remember when I first tried doing almonds, I overfiled, and it's not this exact science. Honestly, it just takes practice. You got to do it a couple times before you get comfortable doing it, and that's my best tip for you, is just practice. Do it a couple times and you're going to start feeling better about it. All right, so I'm putting the monomer in the dish, and this is our low odor Ambrosia Monomer. This has a sweet scent. Everybody that I do nails for loves this monomer. Every time I get it out, they're like, here, let me smell, let me smell. They're like, they sit there, they want to huff the monomer. And I have to tell them, like, no, you're going to give yourself a headache. It still has a strong scent. It's just the scent is addictive. It's definitely an addictive scent. I love the scent of our monomer. And then, of course, I forgot to blend in my tips. Now, if you don't want to blend the entire tip, that's fine. You don't have to file the free edge of the tip. You don't have to etch your tip. All I'm doing is making sure that these wings on the sides is gone. I hate trying to file shorties and accidentally filing into that side wing of that tip. So here is our dehydrator and our primer, and we're going to go in and dehydrate the nails and then do 2 coats of primer. And then honestly, I'm going to be practicing because I feel like I failed with the Sailor Moon nails doing the encapsulated glitter. Those nails turned out, I just didn't like them. You guys know I didn't like the Sailor Moon nails. And I had done some encapsulated glitter a while back, and I felt like it just wasn't good. It wasn't great. Right? I did heart nails and I used the heart glitter, and I feel like I didn't do good enough. So I wanted to practice that a little bit. I didn't want, when I fail at something, I want another chance at it, pretty much. I want to try it again. I want to see if I can do better. So that's what this is. I do one nail with the confetti hearts out of our mystery box, and that's all I'm intending to do, is honestly just getting in some practice, especially with short nails. Encapsulating glitter can be very tricky with short nails. So I'm going to give you a couple tips that I'm learning along this road of encapsulation, and I hope they help you. So going in, honestly, I'm using the tiniest, wettest beads of acrylic that I can, and I'm even wiping some of it off the nail plate. And then I'm going in and I am applying as much of the hearts as I can to that area that I have the acrylic, right? All right, so what I'm trying to avoid though is overlapping that free edge. I'm not wanting the hearts to actually touch anywhere around the edge or perimeter of the nail. That's going to include even up in the cuticle area, because if you apply the glitter right at that perimeter where you know you're going to be filing, you're going to hit it. Like, I've learned that. I have tried my best to get as close up in that cuticle area with glitter as possible, and every time I file into it. So what I've figured out is hold back when it comes to doing the glitter. Hold back just a little bit, okay? Don't put it as close as what you know you could up in that cuticle area. Leave it back just a little bit, and do the same with the sidewalls. You're not going to be able to tell. In the end, once you do your filing, you're not going to have filed through any of the glitter, and honestly, you end up filing so close up into that glitter that I promise you're not going to tell. Leave room for filing. I am so sorry. Somebody keeps messaging me and I'm doing this voiceover on my phone. It's my mom. She drives me insane. But yeah, please, please, please leave space for filing. I know that you guys want to get that application as close as possible, but with glitter, if you get it where you're going to file through it, and then it's going to look crazy. So you can load up the glitter in the center of the nail, but as far as the edges, try to leave some space so that you're not filing through your glitter. All right? All right, so you got that? Got that? Good. Okay. So I went in with 2 different tones of hearts. I went in with like a dark pink and then a light pink. So I put the dark pink at the base, and then like all the base is just the dark pink hearts. And then once I had the nail bed covered with the dark pink, I'm going in with the light pink and just kind of putting them haphazardly all around. So then once you encapsulate this, it'll look like hearts are just falling throughout the nail. It's really cool the way that it looks. And I like that look of like looking down into like if hearts were just falling out of the sky, that's kind of what it looks like. It's almost 3D. It's really cool. So I definitely had a reason for applying the darker hearts at the base and then the light hearts scattered around the top. And you'll see that in the end how it looks. And then we're going to go in with our I See Through You, which is our crystal clear acrylic. I don't know why I named it I See Through You. I think I'm just gonna take that name away and just call it crystal clear acrylic like everybody else does, because I feel like I confuse people with it. A lot of our names to our acrylics are funny, but with the clear, I feel like it's just throwing people off when they read I See Through You instead of it just saying crystal clear acrylic, I guess. So you guys are going to see that when I build nails, I build them in 3 parts. Doesn't matter if it's a short nail or a long nail. Here, I'm just adding acrylic where it's needed, watching my sides, bringing them in, making sure that it is rounded up to the center from the sides, and that it is, fully encapsulating the glitter. Trying to keep it thin around the edges. But here we're going in with our True Nude one in the pink. And you're going to see my method for applying acrylic beads. And I apply them in 3s, no matter whether it's a long nail or a short nail. It's how I'm comfortable. I have a method of applying acrylic that keeps me in check without letting the nails get too thick. So I build the free edge first, and then I add the apex, whatever I think is going to be needed. And then I do a very tiny wet bead at the cuticle area just so I have acrylic there. So I like my cuticle area to be super thin and very blended in. God, Mom, stop. But I like for the cuticle area to be super thin. Even on long nails, I like it to be super blended for you not to be able to see no lump in that area. I don't like it to be lumped up. I like it to be very flush to the nail bed. So I use a really tiny wet cuticle bead. Very tiny, very wet acrylic bead, right? So here, we're going to do our free edge first. I'm going to grab a bead, starting at the middle. I will drag it down. And this is just adding acrylic for the base, pretty much. And I keep it thin at the free edge. I make sure that I am bringing it all the way off the nail if need be, because I don't want that edge to be thick. I like my edges to be super thin also. So I just put enough acrylic on so that the free edge of the nail has acrylic on it, pretty much. Then I add a medium bead to the apex area. So then I know that I have that structure and thickness. And then I go in with a very tiny wet cuticle bead. And this lets me know that my nails are not going to be too thick. it really helps me. So if your nails are thick or if you don't have a routine, you can always try this routine. This really helps me. It took me a long time to get a routine down, but here you can see they're so pretty. I filed off camera. Sometimes I show you guys, sometimes I don't. But do you see how it's rounded up to the center? But the free edge is very thin and the cuticle area is very thin. The only thickness I wanted was in that center line area. That's it. And that's just for structure. So we're going to go in with our nail art and look, we're doing Betty Boop. Who runs the world? Okay, don't have me sing. I'm a horrible singer. But pretty much with Betty Boop, she has like this fat face. Like she has a big head. If you ever look at her, she has a really big head. When I do characters and stuff like that, I usually do the face first just to get the main focus point mapped out. As long as the face is dimensional, then everything built around that turns out halfway decent. So I usually do with characters the face first. And then her hair is really simple. She just has like a couple wisps on the face and then some black bob that she has. She has like a bob cut and then some wisps out. So you're gonna learn with nail art when you should cure, when you shouldn't. I am bad about trying to do as much with whatever color I'm using. I try to do everything that needs done with that color. Doing nail art on yourself takes 10 times longer than it does on somebody else because, on anybody else, you doing nail art on them, you can cure one hand and work on the other. When you're working on yourself and you're curing one hand, that's it. You're done until you're done flash curing. So I hate flash curing. I hate it. It takes up way too much of my time. I try to get as much done as possible before I flash cure. So I'm using the dotting tool for the eyes and I'm using my Nails by Dev brushes. This is not a Nails by Dev brush. This is just the dotting tool. But I do use her 9mm liner brush for most of the details. And then here is the micro detailer brush for, tiny little, tiny details. And I love these brushes. I love these brushes. These brushes have taken my nail art to the next level to where I feel so much better about it. I really am happy that I invested in these brushes. I feel like they have truly helped me so much. I'm not saying that you should have to get these brushes. I'm just saying that sometimes buying fresh brushes after, buying brushes and learning and stuff, a lot of stuff gets ruined and then you're forced to work with crappy tools because you've ruined them. So once you get through that practice phase and you feel like, you want to take it to the next level or get a little bit more serious about it, sometimes it's good just to buy new tools for that new adventure, your new nail journey. Taking it to the next level really does make a big difference when you kind of bring some new tools along the way with you. So definitely, if you feel like you're stepping up in your nail game or your nail journey, invest in some new tools and products to kind of help you get to that next level. I really do love these brushes. If you are interested, I will leave a link to these brushes down below. But in all reality, I do definitely feel like when you have leveled up, sometimes your tools need to level up. As much as you get sentimental about the tools that you have, they do get kind of rusty along the way. So here we're just outlining her body and stuff, and I did not like the way it was looking with the dimensions, so I use a brush and some acetone or alcohol just to wipe stuff away when I don't approve. This is why I don't flash cure a lot, because right now I'm just sitting here playing with it, and I realize I don't like it. If I would have done like the shoulder and the boobs, and then flash cured it, and then did the legs, ooh, I would have been pissed because then I was stuck. So that's another reason I don't flash cure that often. because once you flash cure something, you're stuck with it. You have to either buff it off or you're going to have to buff the whole design off and start over. So I just don't like that idea. That's why when I'm doing my own nails or doing anybody else's, I try to get as much of the dimensions out of the way before flash curing. Just because as long as I know I have the dimensions right, then I'm happy. And I can flash cure. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, I'm just getting the dimensions in. Like, I want the body to look right with the head. So I'm getting as much of that in as possible and making sure that it all looks good before I flash cure. So yeah, that's the point of that. But all right, so if you're new here, have you subscribed yet? I know that I talk a lot. I told you guys this in the last video with the app that I use to edit my videos. I need to reach out to them and see what's going on and why I have copyright claims on my videos because of the music, because I'm supposed to be able to use that music. I have bought this app. I have the right to use that music technically. And they put copyright claims on my stuff. So it's frustrating because now I can't get monetized for those things. So I'm going to do my best to reach out to them. And then my phone carrier, actually, I got to reach out to them. T-Mobile sucks, just saying. I think I need a new SIM card. I gotta go to the actual store and see what they can do, because once I leave my house and get off of Wi-Fi, my phone will not connect to a mobile network at all. Yes, I paid my bill. Thank you. Thank you for asking that. Like, did I pay my bill? Yes. Yes, I did. That was what everybody at work said, was like, well, you got to pay your bill. Like, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank God that paying bills is not my duty around this house. So it got done. That is Mr. Claus' duty, is to pay the bills. So it got done. But so I want to say how amazing you all are and how I truly, truly, truly appreciate this community. You know, I know that I come on here and show nail videos and stuff, but this is not my community. This is the nail community. And the little one that we have here in the comments is just amazing. I know a lot of everybody in here is on IG too. And that community is just, I love you guys so much. And here is a gift that actually got sent to me by I Love My Bulldogs. Look at this, that I Love My Bulldogs Sybil, what she sent me. This is so thoughtful, and I love this so much. I love this so much. And Teresa Lawrence sent me a goodie box for me and the kids and hubby with lots of candy and sweets and just kind and caring things. And I sent them some stuff, and it's just such an amazing community where you can meet these women who are selfless and thoughtful and caring, you know, especially as a woman that works and has children. I don't have women in real life that I get to get attached to. I don't really have friends that come and hang out. You know, I have children, I have a life, and I have a hobby, which is nails. And I don't really have friends. I don't have any, like, in real life. But here, through social media and Instagram and YouTube, I have met amazing women that I couldn't imagine never having met. I'm so grateful for having these women in my life and being there, you know, having these group messages and chats and where we get to talk. It's so special, honestly, for somebody who can't really get out of the house and interact with mankind, who is a big loser. Yeah, it's a gift. It's just, the friendship is a gift. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. This community is amazing. And if you're on IG, go ahead and give us a follow, and you're going to meet these amazing women that I'm talking about. I promise you, they're in all the comments, and they're just beautiful, and this community is beautiful. And I am so proud of the community that we have created, because let me tell you, I see other people's nail communities, other people who are on IG or YouTube, and When I say that the mess is real, the mess is real. Like, I have tried to become friends with certain people and it doesn't work because I don't like the talking and the stuff that they're doing, the lack of true friendship. Like, that there's some very messy communities out there. And I'm so glad we don't have that problem here. We don't have that problem. Every woman that is in this community that I'm a part of, you guys have been just the most uplifting and caring and kind. Don't get dragged into the bullshit. People will try to drag you into it. They will come into your messages and tell you like, oh, hey, I love that. I love this that you do. And, then you'll get to talking to them and you'll say like, oh yeah, well, this is the type of person I am. And then they'll go and tell other people, like what you said to them, that you'll say like, oh yeah, but I'm not perfect. Like this or this has happened, or, I went through this in my life. And people on social media can be just like people in real life. They will go and spread everything that they can spread and talk everything that they can talk. Don't get dragged into that bullshit. I block, I delete, I definitely do all that for my own peace of mind. And this community here, I am so proud of. We're not a part of the bullshit. And I just want to thank you ladies for being the most kind, caring, and uplifting women. Getting nails, sweetie nails. I'm trying to think before this video is over, all the people that are just amazing. And I can't think of the damn names off the top of my freaking head. You guys are just beautiful women. And you know what? I promise, in my very next video, I'm going to do a homage to the women in this community, because a lot of women here have channels also, and we support each other. And I want anybody who doesn't know about these women, you got to know about them. So my next video, that's what we're going to do. So here I'm going in with flames. I already matte top coated this nail, and I am going to go in with some gel polish flames. I did not do the heart one like I did however many sets ago. I'm just going in and doing regular flames. And we're going to sugar into that. From our sugaring kit, Gimme Some Sugar. Yeah, so I'm just using like this hot pink or hot peach. And I'm going to draw my little flames, and then I'm going to sugar into that, the little hot pink sugar from Gimme Some Sugar. So you can find all those products on criminalclaws.com. Make sure that you follow us there, or go shop there. Go shop there. And then follow us on IG at criminalclaws.store. All the links will be in the description. You're going to miss out. Don't miss out. It's an amazing community here. And I want everybody that could be a part of it, that is a good person, to be a part of it. And if you're not here for the support and the kind words towards any other woman, you'll get blocked or deleted. I've done it several times and I can do it some more. I don't mind it. It's like this little evil part of me like cackles like, ha 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 ha, got her. So make sure that you keep yourself humbled, okay? Because everybody here is doing their best, and that's all that counts. That's all that matters, is that we are doing something and we're doing the best we can at it. At least we're doing something. So I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry that I vented on you. I'm sorry that, no, I'm not. I'm not sorry. I'm just happy that you guys are here. So thank you. Love you. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Look at that thumb. Sexy.